everyone. How are we today? Oh boy. I didn't update this. I didn't update it at all. Oh, it didn't save. Well, I'm now Rice Hat. Haha. Oh well. It wouldn't be a fun day if we didn't have a couple of things that weren't quite right at the start. It is what it is. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. OBS updated, and nothing is where I expect it. All right. Players are getting organized. You know what that means. There we go. Oh, that's why I didn't turn off. There we go. Guys, we be thinking. It's going to be a good day, guys. I think we got a lot of good StarCraft ahead of us. We've got a sleepy puppy behind us. What more could you want? Oh boy. Let's take a look what we got here, actually. Looks like players are still doing vetoes, so we can go ahead and... Oh! Well, whoops, this is the wrong page. Whoopsies. Oh, well, I guess you could consider supporting us, guys. You know, through Patreon or Ko-Fi or through some incredible merch. But let's take an actual look at the bracket here. Let's be serious for a minute. Striker and Fishy into JD Coden. That's going to be interesting. Crossy and Julian into DeWalt. Good luck. Of course, we have the third place match as well, so whoever makes it this far has a second chance. And then the finals. Best of ones, best of three, best of three, best of five, guys. It's going to be a good day for StarCraft, I think. Yeah. I'm excited. There we go. Let me go ahead. It looks like one of the players is taking their time to get here. All right. All right. Let's see this coming. All right, guys. It does look like we'll actually have a game. Oh, now we just gotta wait for it to get hosted up. But in the meanwhile, guys, get your waters. All right, let's get our scoreboard set up here. If I could spell. You know, if we could spell, we'd be onto something. Oh. They were waiting on me. And I didn't realize it. All right, guys. Best of one time. Here we go. Spawning here in the top right, guys, we have Fishy. And in the bottom left, guys, we have Striker. Let's see what we get out of these guys. Obviously, I think Striker is a bit favored here. Striker's generally a bit favored in most places. But I'm curious to see what he's going to bring to the table. Best of one. You know, you never know if you're going to see something too crazy or if you're going to see something nice and standard. And I don't know Fishy's playstyle well enough to make an educated guess. Striker, going to be bog standard. I'm sure of it. However, what his opponent does, I think, is what's going to make it spicy. Alright, Overpool, the classic. It is going to be Forge first, so that's always good. Probe coming down to scout around, avoiding the Overlord. A classic on this map. Alright. Oh. Drone comes out, finds the probe. Unlikely he'll actually get to take his natural. We're taking the long walk. Look at this. Look how much money we're banking up. I mean, I guess he wants to go some links first anyways, but still. Then the second hatchery still isn't down. This is so painful. And we go Nexus before cannons. Alright, hatchery goes down at nearly 230. Yeesh. Only 2 sets of links, so Fishy isn't too concerned. We'll go 1 cannon into gateway. That should be plenty good enough. Lings are checking for anything. It does make sense. You want to make sure that there's no proxy or anything. Since the probe did take the alternate route. It's always good to be safe. But nope. Nothing fancy. Crossy's economy is going to hurt for a while, though. With how late the second hatch was. It's just you don't have any larvae at this point. On 1 hatch. This probe is still alive. We are going Larry here, so I would expect to see, you know, maybe a couple mutas. Oh, probe might finally go down. Oh. Ah. Nope, there it goes. Kind of backed himself into a corner, but he didn't really have anywhere else to go. Alright, we're gonna go for are we gonna go for a scout or a nice quick third? A quick third would be crazy here, but nope, it's just gonna be a scout. We're gonna probably come over here, make sure that this hatch was taken and is actually being mined on. Ooh, Zealot just escapes out past the Ling. And he's like, where's the Zealot? Where's the Zealot? Joke's on you. Zealot's going to see your Overlord here in just a minute. Overlord repositioning to catch the Zealot. Crossy's kind of, Crossy, sorry. I was talking with Crossy earlier. Striker's kind of good at this game, guys. We will get in here. Okay, he does see the Spire. We got +1 spinning. We're going to have Corsairs coming soon. Beautiful drill. Oh! Alright. Look at the Striker preempting with Lings behind. Make sure he can't get back here easily. Oh, man. Oh, that was so beautiful from Striker. I need to close my Discord DMs. Need to stop seeing Crossy's name on my screen. So we're sticking with 1 Stargate for now. Let's see if we get some Scourge going here. There's the Hydra Den. Poor Overlord. Nowhere to go. Let's see, are these going to be Scourge? Oh, there's the Scourge. No! Oh, Scourge, you're so stupid! No! No matter how good you are, Scourge will ruin your day. It's actually kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you should feel robbed if you're a Zerg player right there. Alright. Scourge will not get a Corsair. He is getting the full base tour at least. Temple Archives coming on up here. Hydras are starting to be made. We got our Evo chamber to get our upgrades. Oh, one Zealot finds all the Hydras. And now all the Hydras are going to find all the Zealots. Oh, no. Oh, our cannons are just now coming up. Alright. We're going to try and stabilize here. Our force there are hunting around, seeing if they can find any overlords or anything. Hydras are going to go home. And yeah, Striker's just happy to have put on the pressure, thinned out the Zealots, and taken another base. We forced out a bunch of cannons here, made Fishy panic a little bit. It's the best you can hope for. Alright, Gateway Explosion coming on. Alright, we're going to get in here and snipe some overlords, it looks like. It's not fair how quick overlords die. Hydra's running back to try and protect everything. Whoop. Got another one. And now we're supply blocked, like, notably. I'm surprised we don't have any we should see some DTs come out. Like, I think you go through here, you sweep through, you're getting all these overlords. And you just kind of go, ooh, build DT. Striker has lings everywhere to make sure there's no expansions he doesn't know about. Well, looks like we sacrificed the Corsair for an Overlord. Oh. Come out here, we're going to start picking off Hydras. Force them to run back. Oh, this is not the fight the Zealots want, yeah. He realizes at the last possible moment to get out of there. Alright, now Striker's happily set up on 4 bases. The big issue is that this is the part that tends to get fought over the most. So we should end up seeing Fishy come in here pretty soon to try and break this. Ooh. If we'd committed, we absolutely killed this Overlord without losing another Sare. But I get the concern. You gotta be careful not to overcommit. Are these the Hydras just chilling? Alright. Waiting to catch reinforcements. Oh, and a probe. Denying the base. No observers here. Yeah, your time and ability to fight is very limited when you have no observers. There's the Robo. The Robo's just coming up. This is going to give Striker massive amounts of time to just do what he wants. Alright, third base finally started. Alright. Storm at the links, push them back. Defiler Hut finishing up here. Consume will be on the way shortly. It's a lot of Lings hunting for a base that doesn't exist. Alright, a couple of Zealots think they're cool. They're not that cool. Alright, we drop a cannon. And drop some more cannons. And generally just make this a problem to get up for Zerg. Alright, we're not going to get up in here, but we are going to... Oh. He dives in far enough to see there's no hatchery, but not to see the drone. Oh, he's just move commanding. Oh, no. No! Alright, Striker's just going to flood in here with a bunch of army, but he's kind of fighting on multiple fronts. This army's also move commanding up here. Speaking of move commanding armies. Oh, the Templars just go down because they are right in the front. We storm our own observer. Oh, no. And this was really the bulk of our army here, and that's going to lose the fight. Now it's segmented off. Lurkers behind it. This is a no bueno moment. These Lings will just rip through everything in their path. GG is called. And with that, Striker takes the series. Let's go. GG's. Oh, hello, YouTube chat. I see you all over there. Yeah, Striker looked really good there. Well, that means we get Striker versus JD Conan next. Bit of a ZVZ action. I hate when players just hold their games like arbitrarily. Oh. Like, if I tell you to hold your game, then hold your game. If I don't tell you to hold your game, then don't hold your game. All right, guys, we got Striker and JD Conan. Ugh. My allergies are killing me today. All right, looks like our players are going to need a minute to do vetoes. Try and deal with allergies. Ugh. How are we doing today, chat? Hope we're having a fantastic Saturday. Ugh. If someone's done. Sorry, you go back to sleep, Tally. You're a good girl. Go back to sleep. I woke her up by looking. My bad. Uh. All right. Players are just taking their sweet old time. That's how it be sometimes. This is just a 3. All right. Players are figuring it out. I mean, a ZVZ best of 3. Shouldn't be too hard to get some bans done. Guys, can you believe we're already ready for the round of 4 come January? Oh, boy. It's crazy to think that IPSL is this far. Oh, what do we... Let's take a look. We got a minute here. We might as well take a look at the round of 4. A brief look. Guys, for those of you who haven't kept up, we got DeWalt and Boneth in January 4th. And on the 11th, these times need to be updated. Right? Is that a Saturday? Man, it's a Sunday. That's what I thought. Yeah, these need to be updated. Because they will be at 2 p.m. Central U.S. time. But Zeke and Dragon, Boneth and DeWalt. Oh, yeah. We're going to have some good matches here. All right. The players are asking who's going to make. Once we have someone make a lobby, or if they ask me to. And there we go. Looks like Striker's just going to make the lobby. Here we go, chat. Best of 3 between 2 incredible Zerg players. Honestly, I think this is going to be a freaking great series. JD Conan showed us a great best of 5 versus Zeke in the round of 8. And against Striker, I think he can do it again. Ugh. Oh, why am I getting pinged everywhere? Oh, it doesn't affect me. I love pings that don't affect me. All right, both players need a quick bathroom break, guys. So we have to stall for 1 more minute, which means I'm just gonna kind of point at my dog. Because why would I stall one? Dog. Dog? Oh no, she's asleep. I'll let her sleep. A little cutie. Aww. Alright, chat. Sorry, we're just going to have to wait a minute more for our players to be ready. But, I mean, a ZVZ. Do you mind waiting an extra minute for that? Because I don't. Especially an incredible high-level ZVZ like this. Winner against DeWalt, probably. Loser, probably against Julian in the third place match. There's a lot of potential with this series and what it leads to. Alright. Alright, we got one player back. We're halfway there. Man. I love big brackets. Like, I love, like, show up, play in a bracket till you lose. I don't know. Something about it's just really feels good for esports. Like, I love the Star League format, and that's obviously why we're doing it. But there's just something about you have to show up that day, and you have to be ready to win, or else that's it, you know? And I think that's it's a little something special. All right, looks like our players are ready, guys. First, best of 3 of the day, semifinals. JD Conan versus Striker starts now. In the bottom left, guys, we have JD Conan. And in the top, we have Striker. All right, so Striker is a very big on his overpool, right? Striker loves his overpool opening in every series, in every matchup. Especially ZVZ. So I'm kind of curious what JD Conan's going to do. Because JD Conan, he opened a lot of different things in the round of 8 match. So I'm kind of curious if he's going to match the tempo of Striker with the overpool or... Alright, let's see what we get. So far we're waiting on the Overlord. Here we go. Striker, overpull with gas. Let's take a gander. Huh. Is that an 11 hatch, 10 pool? Alright. Okay, so it is the right amount of greedy to get away with. Like, this should be fine for him. It's a little greedy, but should be doable. There we go. His gas finishes. The hatchery's almost done. Lings are on the way, but it'll be a minute, but we should be fine. Yeah, so he's going to hit on the hatchery. That doesn't matter too much, though, because, well, hatchery's got some spare health. We're going to pull the drones, which is the correct response while we wait for the Lings. As long as we don't start losing drones here, we're fine. Alright, well, we've lost one drone. One drone is low. Can we save the hatch? He's going to drill straight across the... Oh! Oh, what an incredible drill. He's lost 2 drones, but he's saving the hatch so far. It's not over yet. It is far from over. Oh, we lose another drone. That's not good. Alright, the striker's already working on his lair. JD Conan had to pull off gas to make the save happen. Alright. I think he's just going to try and link flood from here. Or at least make it seem like it. Oh, no, JD Conan didn't notice. Oh, he did. This hatchery is so low. We're going to ignore and go straight into the main. Nice. Alright, we've concaved each other up. Oh, one drone goes down. Alright, yeah, with that little run by, we get 1 kill. But I mean, at this point, the Spire's already almost done. We need an Evo chamber. We need it now. There's no way we can do anything here without an Evo. That's just kind of how it's going to be. There it is. He is droning heavily, which is good. It does give him that, as long as he doesn't die, he'll have a chance, kind of, you know? I don't know if he saw that. I don't think he did. Alright, we gotta start making some spores. We have 2 creep colonies and 0 spores. JD, you got the money. Probably gonna try and use his links to buy some time. Alright, we split off a couple of links for the mutants to chase and run back with everything else. Alright, now we just gotta hope we don't lose our lair. There's absolutely a world where you just snipe this with mutants. You just kind of like dive it and snipe it. Oh. This link almost finds the attack coming. Alright, we're making a sunken here. That's smart, but it might be too late. Oh, actually. Oh, how are these drones still alive? What the heck? Alright, big issue though is we're kind of cut off from our main. Striker, the gamer here. We lose a drone. So what are we at here? 9 drones versus 8? Huh. As long as we don't absolutely throw, we're fine. Alright, Spire's finally going down here for JD. Striker taking another base. Guys, we're going to macro up a little bit, it looks like. The crazy thing is the striker doesn't have the greatest economy. He's only got 4 drones on minerals, which is not enough for consistent muta production. So he's really got to survive by the fact that JD Conan can't do anything until his Spire's online. Overall, though, this is a good spot for JD. The Cone Man is in a great spot. I mean, yeah, look at this. He's up to 11 drones. He's made some safety creeps just in case, but... And he's spawning in more drones. Alright, so now does he go Scourge first, or is he going to go Mutas first and try and contest? The Scourge and Spores are a really good combo together. Oh, Lings and drones are popping. Oh. That's a kill. Uh-oh. And now we have a problem. Striker just has enough to bully his way through the Spores. He's going to kill the Sunken. And there's no way for you to take this back, really. Oh. Oh, watch out for the rally. Alright, lots of Lings coming down here. JD Conan has no idea what's about to hit him. Striker is about to take game number 1. Unless JD Conan has the hold of a century. Yeah, and that's... He just doesn't have a way to contest these Lings, really. He's going to try, but he's going to lose so many drones in the process. Yeah, the Spores don't stand a chance against Lings. And that's basically going to be all she wrote here. Great game from JD Conan. Very well played. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for game number 1. GG's. But you know what? If JD Conan does that again, just like a little bit better, not much, but just a little bit better, for how far he was behind for a lot of that game, it felt like he put up one hell of a fight. So I expect to see some great things again come game number 2. And hopefully, game number 3. All right. Waiting on players to ready up for game number 2. We can get right on into it. My co-caster is, oh, she's not feeling it. But don't worry, if she knew how good the ZVZ was, she'd be wide awake and screaming about it. All right. Maybe. Yeah. So we go through all the veto processes and all the pick processes, and they're like, oh, wait, is it loser picks or are we vetoing still? It's like, you've already picked map 2. Like, what do you mean, what's the plan? You've already done it. You know. It is what it is. They're still great players. We're still going to have some incredible StarCraft here in a moment. All right. Both players are here. Both players should be ready. Oh. Well, let's find out. Because here comes game number 2. In the bottom left, guys, we've got JD Conan. Top right, we got Striker. Cross spawned, which means that if we go for an early hatch again, we're set. But the early pool builds are going to suffer, obviously. So let's see what JD does this game. Because if he continues his plan of, like, you know, an 11 or 12 hatch, it's going to turn out really well for him, I think. Alright, let's see. I'm so upset because I think JD Conan looked really good last game. He just kind of lost track of what Striker was up to. There's a world where he, if he knew what was coming, he could be better prepared. But I feel like he was just trying to go Mutas instead of going Scourge to deter the Mutas. Because if you can deal with the Scourge or the Mutas, right? Push them back with Scourge, make them unable to dive into your spores. That attack is much weaker. You know, and like 2 sets of links to just body block for the Sunken. So I think that can be a very different game with a little bit more intel. But there's no point in focusing on what could have been. We only have what is. And what we have is a overpool with an extractor trick versus like an overpool with gas, similar to what Striker was doing earlier. I do say earlier as if it wasn't just last game, but you know. Alright, Striker's gonna expand. And this is good. Getting that hatchery down is just gonna be so powerful. Alright, we got our own layer coming on up here. No layer yet for Striker. Gas not even ready. It's going to be a really good Mutatommy. This is exactly why Striker does the build, if I remember correctly, our Toxin Philly. He does this because he, you get that really sharp Mutatiming. And so, we are kind of sending all of our lings out and about. Alright, well, we got our little concave here just in time. But we also have 4 lings out in the map. This could prove deadly. Yeah, if he does a proper backstab with these 4 lings and just runs up and kills 3, 4, 5 drones, which not an unreasonable number depending on how good the drill is. There's some potential for some crazy. Alright, Ling's gonna sneak on in here. Let's start counting the drone deaths. 1. Look at the micro on the Lings. It's incredible. 2 drones down. Layer's not even ready. 3, 4, 5. And at this point, that's just critical damage. 6, 7. Meanwhile, JD Conan has broken out, and this will be the those links will be the GG for sure. Like, we've already done critical amounts of damage. Doing any more is just gonna end the game. He has to cancel his lair. GG is called, and with that, we're going to game 3. Woohoo! Game 3, let's go. How you doing today, Sony? We're always here for some good ZVZ action. Dude, that's a great day right there. We've got some StarCraft. Then I got a cute puppy here who I keeps trying to fall asleep and I keep patting her. Yeah. We got I've got a gig tonight for an ugly sweater a holiday sweater party. It's going to be a good time. I got a Christmas party tomorrow for one of the sound guys. It's going to be a good weekend, I think. And it all starts here with some IPSL Monthly gameplay. All right. Just waiting on our players to get in the lobby and ready up. JD Conan needs a minute. That'll do it. Man, I could see against Striker, I don't see it. But overall, I could see JD Conan trying it. He's just crazy enough to give it a try. All right. What am I looking for? I wanted to find something. There it is. Man, we can hope. There's absolutely always hope for a good crazy CVZ. Oh, come on, I can't type. There we go. Man. Oh, yeah, Sonny, what I sent you? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got one. I like it. All right. Looks like our players are ready. There we go. There's the ready guess, guys. Let's go. Game number 3. Striker versus JD Conan. Let's get into it. Oh, so it's not a 3-pack. It's temperature change color. It's a difference. But they're very cool. So as they heat up, they change temperature. All right, guys. Top right-hand side of Fighting Spirit. Everyone's favorite map sense ever, I guess. It's Striker. Top left is JD Conan. All right. So last game, Striker went a little bit greedy and got. The game before that was a big drawn-out game. So the real question is, what does Game 3 give us? Could be anywhere, really. These guys have shown a bit of a variety of play. So I'm a little excited. Believe it or not, guys, I really enjoy ZVZ. Alright, overpool into gas. Also overpool, but not into gas on the side. Alright, a little bit later of a gas, but you know, it is what it is. What are we gonna do? I mean, it's close spawned. Alright, we're gonna expand. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's see what this gives us. A nice quick expansion versus lair. Alright. Yo. Alright. Ling's popping. You know what else is popping, guys? That discount code in chat. If you want to get some merch right before Christmas. Probably won't arrive before Christmas, admittedly. Christmas is Thursday. But you can give them the gift of something cool is coming soon. And with the code Platinum10, you get 10% off. That's pretty awesome, actually. Alright, Ling's gonna get in here and scout. Alright, this is going to be a little bit annoying, but it's not going to do anything. Sorry, chat. My allergies are utterly ruining me today. Holly has decided she now wants to cast. Alright, Spire goes up. Ruins the Ling's ability to get around through the minerals. Poor guy. What's this drone doing here? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's blocking with the Overlord, so when you try and go up, you're going to get stuck on the drone, and he just wins the fight. Oh, that's cheeky. That is so neat. I like that a lot. Safety creep colony, just in case. Spires are pretty closely timed. You gotta remember, though, Fighting Spirit is a shorter map. So that distance to get from one side to the other, especially close spawns, is going to make a bit of a difference. Alright, we do have a macro hatchery. Scourge first. Come on. There we go. Tolly. Do you want to cast? Huh? Oh, you're all wet. You just drank water. Slobbering all over me. Ooh. Oh! 2 free Scourge. Free anything is always good. I like that. Denies him from just sitting on your eggs, ready to snipe whatever pops out. Alright, we have our own Scourge. We got our own Mutaball. We're mining our second gas here already, which is huge. That's so many more mutas you're going to get. Alright, now it should be pretty even on mutas. 6 versus 5. One muta makes a big difference. But we have 4 Scourge here and Spores to fight around. That's going to make it a lot harder for Striker to get anything done. All right, we just go home. We're going to start mining. Mine up that natural. A little bit early on the drone transfer. Yeah, a little early. It's not very often you see someone like Striker do that, or you send out your boys just a little early, you know? Whoopsies. But he has a lot of drones, actually. Like, having more than 12 drones in this matchup is kind of nuts. JD Conan does not have nearly that kind of drone count. He's going to get in here and see this saturated and go, oh, that's a lot of drones. I think you just got to be aggressive. You have the spores to protect you from a backstab from the mutas. I think you just got to send it. Come in here and try and snipe some workers. Force Striker to react, you know? Oh, JD Conan has just more mutas here. Guys, is JD Conan going to take this? Guys, he's going to crush the muta fight. Oh, Scourge pop out to buy some time, but that's all it's going to do is buy some time. We still have 4 Scourge over here. Oh, man. If those had been in the fight, this would have been actually over. GG! JD Conan takes the 2-1 over Striker. Nuts. Tolly, are you cheering for JD Conan too? Right, girl? Who's a good girl? Really? That's all I'm going to get is a blank stare? Alright, fine. What about Striker? Did you want Striker to win? Put your head down. No, she wanted JD Conan to win. Alright. Why? Oh. Yeah. My bad. I forgot to update the bracket to start it. To finish. Alright. Check in with DeWalt, see how the other semi went. Guys, what an incredible ZBZ. Alright, yeah, she's just tired. She just wants to be a lazy pup. Are you kidding? She loves sleeping in. Saturday's her favorite day where we actually get to sleep in a couple hours, and she just loves it. Right, girl? Alright, guys. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break while we get organized for our next match, which will be the 3rd place match, probably. Don't go anywhere. All right, chat. Man, some great games, but now the real games begin. We're waiting to hear back from Julian. I have a feeling that Julian lost to DeWalt, did not have a great time, and is now just kind of gone in the wind. So we'll give him a couple more minutes to show up, and if he doesn't, then we'll roll right into our finals, which is a best of 5 with DeWalt versus JD Conan. Who doesn't want to watch that? Like, what? There's a world where that was our IPSL Grand Finals as well. So let's take a look here what we've got. There we go. So we're still waiting to see if Julian's coming back. Currently, just AFK. This is what we'll get into. Otherwise, it's DeWalt and JD Conan. What else you can get into is a nice polo shirt. Stitched. Not iron-on. Not stickers. Not the crap that peels when you throw it in the dryer. This is stitched. They have an actual stitch backing. In fact, if I have any of the polos right next to me, I can show you. Yeah, where's my CSL polo? Oh, you know what? Probably in the wash. Dang it, laundry day. All right. We can take my word for it. They stitch it. They have a little pad in the back. It all gets stitched through. It's great. You know, like the zip-up hoodie, that's going to be my new favorite hoodie. I'm waiting on this to arrive. And, of course, you know, it's wintertime. You want the beanie. You know, winter doesn't go away just because Christmas is already here. So, guys, make sure you use the discount Platinum10, guys. Get some merch. Or consider just supporting us. You know, we make these things happen because you guys enjoy, guys. Any support you provide helps us continue doing this even more, even longer. So, we thank you. All right, looks like Julian's here. Yo, Sony. Those also work. Subbies are just fine. Tolly, what are you doing, girl? I don't know. He's a striker. Mm. All right. Julian showed up and then immediately queued a ladder game. So, that's not happening. So, finals is 5. Oh, has veto. All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into DeWalt versus JD Conan. And you know, as much as I love the upsides of, like I said, a big bracket where Tolly, what are you looking for, girl? She's just looking for a place to lay down. The bed was too comfy. This bed here, the memory foam mattress, just too comfy for her. Honestly, it's probably just getting a little toasty in here for her. I had to close the window. But thank you, Sony. Always appreciated. Man. All right. Players are here. Just wait on them to get their vetoes ready. Oh, God. Allergies. Allergy season's the worst. Now you might say it's the week of Christmas. How is it allergy season? Simply put, when you're me, every season's allergy season. But, you know, we can't let it slow us down. Not when there's too much good StarCraft to do, you know? When we have all of these games to watch, we have IPSL going on in the background, guys. There's so much to do, and so little time to do it. Can't be stopped. Refuse to be stopped, guys. All right, vetoes are coming on through. There we go. Looks like we're getting maps ready. What, girl? Tolly, what is it, girl? Don't give me that side eye. Pups. I was like, what's up? She just gives me the dirtiest side eye you've ever seen. Like, well, fine. I won't ask what's up. All right. There we go. Players are figuring out their map order right now. We have 2 of 5 maps. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm running out of things to... I'm running out of ad-libbing. We're so close. It's like I can see them. They're almost ready to go. But I don't know. I don't know. It's just we have so much StarCraft coming up. We have the finals. We have IPSL round of 4. Sorry. We have plans for CS Land 4 coming through. We have a StarCraft 2 tournament in March. And if that goes well, we can expect a lot more offline StarCraft just in general. A lot more offline events in general, if I can help it. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a good year of StarCraft, chat. And if you think this is if you think like, oh, dead game or whatever, we're so far from it. As we're so far from a dead game. And this year it's going to be the year we prove it. I'm excited. As I hope you all come along for the ride. I'm excited for the year, guys. Like, I'm trying to plan out the calendar. And yeah, it's going to be good. Come on. All right. The players get the lobby info, just haven't made the lobby yet. Oh, let's get the scoreboard set up. Let's do our job. You know, as much as I love talking about StarCraft, I also need to make sure things like the scoreboard are ready for you guys. Uh, Skifish, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. DeWalt's having the create bug. That'll do it. I hate. It's incredible how great BNet is, and at the same time, how utterly broken it is. It's truly incredible. But welcome everyone who's just gotten a sub. We are just in time for the grand finals of our monthly today. uh So once we get our lobby, guys, we'll be getting the grand finals between DeWalt and JD Conan on the way. So make sure you stick around, guys. I know right now it's just this ugly face, but like it's about to get so much better once we have a lobby and players are ready. I'm sorry. Then you won't have to look at this for at least another few minutes. That's the best I can offer y'all. All right, guys. We have players. They are ready. All right. All players ready. Countdown has started, guys. The grand finals, best of 5 between JD Conan and DeWalt starts right now. And in the top left-hand side, guys, we've got DeWalt. Bottom right, we've got JD Conan. Cross spawn knockout to start us off. This could be a little bit spicy. Obviously, knockout, well known for, you know, the trenches here that make Hydra Bus a little bit harder, but also make Hydra Lurker contains so much better. And I'm kind of curious how JD Conan's going to handle that. Is he going to go for like a heavy contained play, or is he going to just maybe try and play defensively? We'll see. DeWalt putting his wall right at the trench. I guess that gives the cannon a little extra range, but still never 100% sure on this. But if DeWalt's doing it, it's probably the right action. It's the safe bet. For those of you who are just tuning in, guys, it is a best of 5 between DeWalt and JD Conan to end out our monthly. Obviously, we hold these once a month, $100 prize pool, guys. It's a lot of money to play for. You know, if you got a couple hours and want to try and make some buckies, we'll be back in January. You can sign right up. This week I've got to work on our calendar so that way I can get all of our events scheduled. And I'm actually going to try and build out the calendar for the year, which is going to be insanity to have all of our events scheduled, like, at the beginning of the year. What am I, some sort of, like, adult? Some sort of, like, businessman who knows what he's doing? Can you believe it, chat? We're going to be adults. Alright, we make 1 set of lings, 2 set of lings. That's probably not a 3rd set of lings. I would be very surprised if that was. Like, 2 sets of lings makes sense. 3 sets does not here. Hold on, are you doing the Artie McTosis, Sir DeWalt? Yeah. Oh, it's just 1 set of lings. So, I was watching something Artosis was talking about. And on this map, he'll go around and mine out these little, like, fake minerals just to make sure they can't be used against him later. Like, no one will be able to use this positioning. And I thought that was hilarious. Alright, get our gas here. Our Nexus is closing in unfinished. Striker, when he played against Protoss and Fishy in the first round, he went right into some mutas, you know. You get the Scourge, you know, plenty of Hydras. Let's see what JD Conan does. JD Conan doesn't strike me as a Spire opener. Is this? Yeah, I guess the cannon will fit right here. That should cover it. And I guess with the trench, it feels fine enough. Just looks weird on this map. Alright. I'm curious what DeWalt's gonna do here. Like, DeWalt is the most honest to God macro player, right? Like, all he does is macro. But JD Conan's a bit of a spicier player, and that's part of him being a new up-and-coming player, right? Is that one of the great things about it is that he tends to play a bit spicier, he tends to play a bit crazier, tends to make games a bit more interesting. Oh, get denied. He stops the probe from getting in. That's huge. Even though the middles were open, so that way DeWalt could try and sneak his probe back in. He did not get in. And, you know, I spent this time saying I wasn't sure if he was going to ogre gamer. The odds just increased by a fair amount that he's gonna. Guys, if this was Polymarket, you know, the odds would have just shot up a little bit. But we don't condone sports gambling here because sports gambling destroys lives. And it's actually, like, horrible. Hydroden coming up here at the 3rd. Nice. Alright. 2 cannons. Getting our zealot count. Finally pull the probe out of the wall. First Corsair is going to go across. And we might actually be able to snipe it with Scourge if it decides to pick off an Overlord. We'll see what it waits for. Is it going to stop or is it just going to keep on running? Nah, he's just interested in running. Oh, not Scourge. Also not Scourge. He doesn't even bother checking the main? Oh no, DeWalt. Oh no. So he saw the Hydroden, and that was good enough for him. Interesting. Hydras are popping, so it might actually just been good enough. We got 1 set of Scourge. Lots of anti-muta cannons. Poor Scourge gets bopped. Alright. Gonna get our additional gateways down. Here come the Hydras, though. Yeah, healthy drone count, so it's gonna be like a solid 5-hatch Hydra bus. Trying to aim right before storm timing. He didn't commit a lot to it potentially being mutas, just for it to not be mutas. Invisible Man is here. Overlords are coming. Overlords are slow, though. Oh, never mind. Overlord got the zoomies. We're safe. There's no way we're actually just going to send it like this. This is crazy. Oh my lord. JD Conan, you're nuts. I guess he assumes there's a world where he just killed enough of the probes. Like, because the probe count's dripping, actually. We've killed a lot of probes here. Not enough to make this worth it, but we've also killed a lot of cannons. Reinforcements trickling in here. It's not entirely over yet. All right, the Overlord goes down. There's like 8 more, so it's fine. All right, we're going to regroup. Push back the Corsairs. Oh, Storm goes down and actually softens up a bunch of the Corsairs, too. Oh, yeah. We get in there. We're going to just stop those cannons from existing. Oh. Yeah, now we got to send it because we've lost our detection. Oh, get the cannon. Nice. There's now no cannons. This one's only halfway done. And that's not going to finish. Chat, has he done it? Is the man looked at the map that was bad for Hydra Bust and went, bet. There is still an Overlord here, so the DT might push away, but he will not push for long. Archons, cool. Definitely a panic Archon, though. There's only so much you can do. We end up clearing it out. He did end up pulling all of his drones here. The DT went across, it looks like. But, I mean, this is still a 2-base Zerg versus... Calling this a 2-base. A little rough. Oh! Denies the upgrade. Right? No. Oh, yeah, it must have been +1 armor. The thing is, I don't think we have the sustained numbers for this. What are you doing up there, buddy? Well, with a bit of micro. Yeah, this might be it. It's definitely still a dance. It's not over yet. There's still plenty of room for JD Conan to overextend what he's got and accidentally lose. The Archon's actually... Oh, it's not stuck. But yeah, that's GG, guys. DeWalt loses game number 1 to JD Conan in a Hydra Bust on knockout. What? 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 That's not supposed to happen. Hello, 911. Yeah. You saw it was like, oh, you're probably going to go muted. And like, it's just looking there because I don't see any Hydras or blah, 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 blah. Psych. All right. Oh, man. Sometimes you play yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. All right. The JD train's too good. Yeah, the JD believers. All right, looks like we got a game. Right? Oh. I think he's having that bug again. He's like, yep, I'm going to go host it. And then it immediately just doesn't host. Man, sometimes StarCraft is just about as much about what you see as what you don't. Like there's definitely a world where, you know, you don't outplay yourself and you're like, oh, yeah, I see Hydras. I get ready for Hydras. But there's also the, I think there's a spire behind this. And there was, admittedly. But it wasn't that important. But anyways, game number 2, guys. JD Conan and DeWalt. Let's see how game number 2 goes. Spawning here in the top right-hand side, guys. With the blue probes. Give it up for DeWalt. Down a point. Top left, guys. It's JD Conan. Weaponizing all of the lag in Bolivia to make sure DeWalt can't win. To be honest, 16 high is still not that bad. It's no land, let me tell you that for sure. But there's a lot worse games to play than 16 high. Everyone who's ladder knows what turn rate 8 extra high feels like, and it's not good. All right. They are close spawns, so we are gonna get the first scout. Alright, we got an overpull here. Nice and safe. He wouldn't go Nexus first, right? No, he's just gonna go 12 Forge. Yeah, he just goes 12 Forge. Still greedy, but, you know, we'll take it. Man, this is definitely better than the dial-up days. I will not disagree to that. I remember them days. Alright. Second hatchery down at the third base. So 12 Forge into a Nexus. Pretty greedy still. Alright, Lings will run out the probe. We can go ahead and take our natural now. So far, nothing too out of the ordinary from either player. I'm curious if JD Conan's going to go heavy into the metas this game because he saw that DeWalt over-prepared, right? Based on what he didn't see. So I'm curious if we're going to get some mind games from these two. We got one probe or one Ling blocking a ramp. It's not quite how that's going to work, but good luck anyways. All right, Hydrogen goes down here. All right, we're going to go for another bust, it looks like. With this timing, could very easily be like a 9-7-3. Like, there's absolutely a good world where you can make this a 9-7-3. We'll see. I'm kind of curious. Alright. Gate, pylon, or cyber pylon. Should see our Stargate. There it is. Or probe is running. Oh, got him. All right, we're up to 9. We're up to 3. We're at 4 here. Alright, well, it's not quite a 973. But it's roughly the same amount of drones, right? So you end up with 19 mineral drones here on a 973. If we do some maths. And we're currently at 6, 10, 19. If he makes any more drones, then we know. But we can already guess. Look at these guys. Just... Look how fast they slither across the map. Alright, if speed is done, range should be cooking. First Corsair comes out, goes, low drone count. Hydras. Alright, 973 time. Now, in my time trying to learn how to play Zerg, one of the things I've learned is that with a 973, you want to see, if they have less than 6 cannons, you send it. Oh, we're going to send in the Lynx to try and eat some shots here. And they're definitely eating shots. All the Lynx get dropped very quickly. We grab a cannon. We should definitely have taken out the gateway before trying to dive the cannons. The choke point's really starting to hurt. Like, Conan, please, just so close to dead. No +1 this time. 973 is really good at denying that. Alright, DeWalt's response is just to try and snipe as many overlords as he can. We're picking off the Zealots, which is good. The Zealots are the biggest issue. And now you might not believe that, but it's kind of true. Because the Zealots will come out here and body block to make sure you can't reach the cannons. And they have a lot of health. And then, yeah. Stuff like that's not good. Yeah, we've lost all of our overlords. GG is called. This time, DeWalt says, not this time. GG's. DeWalt said, 1 game, I'll allow. 2 games, No, he rallied everything. The biggest issue with rallying everything across the map is that your overlords are all at home. So he just flies in and deletes all your overlords. And you're just like, cool. You know? Oh, well. Only so much. You can't win them all. And honestly, taking a map off DeWalt in a monthly, still a pretty good result. You're back on the bed. Hi, Tolly. All right. Here we go, guys. Game number 3 coming on up here. Oh. All right. Once they host up. BNet does not seem to be working with us today. Tolly, you're too far away. I can't reach you. Hope you guys are enjoying the finals. Hope you've enjoyed the entire stream today, guys. It's been a great day of StarCraft. We're 2 games into a best of 5. It's only getting better. Like, You know, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Because I'm enjoying it. And now, don't get me wrong. I will absolutely host these for my own enjoyment. But it's more fun when everyone else enjoys it too, you know? Unable to join game. Love it. Brunch and StarCraft. That sounds good. After this, I've got some pizza calling my name. I'll just host. We'll take care of this real quick. Eclipse. All right, guys. Game 3 will be on Eclipse. Now we've got to get all the players together. Man, I do miss catching Pro League. Like back when I was stuck in the office more often for work, just catching the Pro League every morning at work was great. Effort and Leda played some good matches. That's good to hear. Leda's not a name you usually hear much anymore. I can't think of the last time anyone said like, "Oh yeah, let's watch Leda." I mean, effort's always good though. All right, we got one of our players. Yeah, imagine being in Pacific time. Ew. I mean, they usually go until 10, 11 my time, so yeah, they're going to go until like 8, 9 Pacific. Snow. When it comes to watching Pro League, I only watch Snow when he plays because he translates everything into English. So it's the easiest to watch. So like he has a I like Snow the most because he translates the overlay so you can actually tell who's playing, scores, what's going on type stuff. I watch Light a lot too, even though I don't play Terran, just because I don't know, I just enjoy his stream a lot. But anyways, we love Pro League, but you know what I personally, and in no bias, love a lot more? The IPSL Monthly, number 13, Grand Finals, game number 3. Spawning in the bottom left, guys. We've got DeWalt. Top right, it's JD Conan. Look, walling is not a requirement. Walling is a luxury. And you don't need to wall if you just win the game, you don't need to wall. Remember that. Unfortunately, he just doesn't win the game, so he kind of needs to learn how to wall. Alright, 2-player maps. Always a bit of fun. The Eclipse, love it or hate it. It's a very interesting map with a very unique way that it gets played out, in my opinion. So, I'm excited to see Overpool versus Gate First. We're spicing things up a little bit here. The problem is that Pool First tends to beat Gate First. So, I mean, if you keep the Zealots at home, you're in a good spot. If you try and get aggressive and you lose them, well, sorry, bud. That's the end of that. But we'll see. There's always a chance. Yet it is DeWalt, which means he's got something cooking. Alright, drone comes in here. He's going to be like, huh. Gate first. Neat. But, I mean, knowing that it's going to be gate first, JD Conan should pump out some lings real quick. Probe will get here. Oh, it's not even going to get the scout. Get out of here, bro. And no scout for you. Alright, one zealot's going around. I don't know if that's the right play, but we'll see, I guess. Nope, by probe. Alright, here comes the zealot. I mean, 3 lings with some micro. Still doable. We did put guys on the ramp at home, so we're fighting against 2 lings. This zealot's just gonna run in circles. Oh, hello. Granted, it's a good running joke that if Zerg gets the lings into the Protoss main base, Zerg is gonna lose, and that's because they spent all their time microing these, and then forget to do anything else. JD Conan's a little bit better than that, so I have faith he'll be fine. But just know that we've predicted it. If it does happen, we've predicted it. Alright, 2 zealots going to march into an unprotected third. Remember, always protect your third. Very important. I do appreciate that DeWalt just puts them back behind the minerals instinctively before it's even a problem. Just so he doesn't even have to think about it. Alright, Cybercore coming on up. We have lings in position to catch the zealots no matter what way they move. Well, we did. Then we kind of moved all of them. Layer coming on up. Oh, yeah, you thought. Get out of here. Oh, no. Our ling movement was not ideal there. This is filthy. Look at this. That was so much better than I had any right to be. And now he's in the main. We finally kill these lings back here. We have a lot of lings. Alright, that's dealt with. We scout the spire. For surezies this time. And so far he hasn't taken any real damage from the zealots. But he almost gets in there. He made a lot of lings, which is a lot of dead larvae, you know? So, we'll see. Going metas, it might be fine. You're going to want a little bit of ground force anyways, but... Citadel coming on up. Alright, we got our nice little wall over here at the third. So far, this is looking pretty solid here for our boy, Mr. JD. Alright, Courser's gonna fly on in. Oh, Scourge are ready. However, they are still Scourge, which means they are impossible to hit with. Oh. Come on. God, Scourge are so stupid. And he's gonna get away with it. It's disgusting. However, what he doesn't know is that 5 mutas are also on the way. He's ready for it though with double Stargate. I mean, I guess when he's got the Spire and nothing else, pretty good assumption he's gonna go mutas. God, I hate Scourge. Scourge are the dumbest unit in the game, I swear. Alright. Well. Scourge can come through and delete all the overlords. It looks like the mutas are across the map. The zealots are coming in. All of them died. What the heck? And this is not good. We are getting, you know, it's a nice spot for our mutas to sit. There are still zealots in the middle line. We probably should deal with that. Oh, good split. Sacrificing only 1 muta for this. And we'll make it back home in one piece. We lost some drones, but we killed all of the zealots. We did kill a few probes ourselves across the map, which is somewhat helpful. Alright, these 5 Corsairs, still going to be a problem. We're moving heavily into the Hydras. Oh, gave away our muta position. Alright, plenty of zealots coming out here, a whole control group with +1. We do have +1 on the Hydras as well. That's a choke you're not getting up. We got plenty of Hydras over here. Oh, Corsairs are trying to find their damage. Zealots are being contested out in the middle. Alright. We're just going to send the Hydras across. To be honest, a lot of Zealots. There's a couple of storms here. But they're going to need to be good storms. For now. Get up here, deny the third base, which is huge. Corsairs are going to come over here, kill off this Overlord. Making problems for the fourth base. Oh, these Corsairs are really hurting. Alright. Protoss comes out here. They're going to push this all back. He's trying to get in there. He knows the third base is coming up again. He's trying to get in there to deny it. He is going to get pushed away, though. Alright, looks like everything's going to come on up here to this fourth base location. Oh. Drop a couple storms that say, go on, get out of here. Alright, lurkers are here. Oh, what a storm! No. That is a terrible way to start this for JD Conan. Oh, God, the storms are so good. Remember when I said the storms had to be good? Well, they were better than good. They were hella good. That one's still good. Yeah, this position is just dead. There's no saving this. I guess we're going to try, but... that storm's not great here, but it doesn't matter. GG is called. JD Conan taps out as he gets A-mooed by the Protoss. GG's. Now, obviously, we joke a little bit. He didn't just get A-moved. It was a very good game from DeWalt. Obviously, both of these players playing at the top of their level. But, you know, I wouldn't call it out just yet. Just because someone's on match point does not mean it's over. Now, when both players, are match point, then it's over. But till then, JD Conan, I'm sure, still has some fight in him. In fact, it looks like he's looking over the replay now to figure out what went wrong there. All right. Just make sure you're stretching, you know. Sitting down for long periods of time is not good. You want to get strong. You gotta make sure you stretch a bit, you know? It's very important. Well, wrong, you get 2 lings in the main. I told you, chat. You get 2 lings in the main, you lose the game. I feel like I warned you about that. You know? There's only so much PSA we can do before you do it yourself, and it's just suddenly you lose, and you're like, huh, how did that happen? All right. Like I said, guys, we're just waiting on JD Conan. Looks like he's reviewing the replay. So, it'll be just a minute here, guys. It is indeed a best of 5. So DeWalt is on match point. All right. We'll go ahead and get game number 4 set up here. There it is. All right, guys. We got a lobby. We got a scoreboard. Players are going to roll on in. And this is it. Does DeWalt walk away the winner, as always, as expected? Or does JD Conan say, we're taking it to game 5? Both options equally possible here with how these games have looked. And honestly, I'm a bit of a sucker for game 5. So, no bias. Well, let me phrase. My only bias is towards more games. So, if we can get a game 5 here, that's all I want. Here we go, guys. Game number 4, DeWalt v. JD Conan on Fighting Spirit begins now. All right, spawning here in the top left-hand side, guys. We have DeWalt. Bottom right's JD Conan. All right. So, cross spawn on Fighting Spirit. What are we gonna get here? I mean, I expect pretty standard play from both players, but it is cross spawn, so you never know. Never doubt some craziness when you're on match point. Especially from JD. You never know. Alright. Get our overpool. Looks like. Yep. Very forward gate here. Walling here is a bit weird. So, you know. We'll accept that. Yeah, of course. Oh, 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 oh. Guys, did someone order a 2-gate? Did I tell you? Or did I tell you? It might get a little spicy. Well, it's going to be a long rush distance to get across. Because obviously, you know, cross spawn. But Fighting Spirit, kind of a... Fighting Spirit's not a long map, right? So, I don't know. If there's ever a map that a 2-gate would just, like, somehow work on, I do think it's this one. So I think we can be a bit hopeful here. Well, unless you want JD Conan to win, in which case you got to hope for him to, that the 2-gate does nothing. But JD Conan's trying for a 3rd hatch. He should just now see, yeah, he sees him coming. He's going to pull back from trying to take a third. Lings pop. All right. We have 6 Lings, which is not enough to take this by themselves. We're going to snipe the probe and try and play keep away while more Lings pop. DeWalt just needs to buy time until more Zealots arrive. All right, 3rd Zealot's here. 4th Zealot should be joining soon. JD Conan thinks he can do this with just Lings. And I mean, good on him for trying this. I'm not entirely convinced that it's doable, but... Oh. And now we just kind of slink in behind the minerals. Alright. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to get up there. Oh! Oh, that's disgusting. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that got another drone. Chad, this is becoming a disaster. Well, we get a full cleanup there. But we have we have 1 drone mining right now. We did get our forge in the main, so we can have a cannon. All right. He put a pylon in the gap here. I like that a lot. All right, we're gonna get the Zealot. He's got to try and send it, but that pylon here is so sick. Yeah, we're never gonna break through this. There's no chance. Unfortunately. These Zealots are in such good spots, guys. It's ridiculous how good a positioning DeWalt had here. JD Conan realized that, and he says, GG. Oh, man. GG's to DeWalt. Man. You know, it looked a little... Oh, is he going to win with the Zealots? Nope. Oh. And then he's just... The number one thing you always need to remember when you do something crazy like this is what happens when they kill all the Zealots. They're just going to come straight across. He knew that. He dropped the pylon to make sure they couldn't get at the Zealots. He had a cannon. He had a probe there helping fight. Truly, you cannot have a better response to that, guys. And if you want to study that replay because you're like, how do I do that, guys? You're going to go to this link over in chat. $10 a month, guys. Gets you access to all of our replays that we do for Platinum Esports, guys. It's $10 a month. You go in there. You support us. We get the replay packs out. And yeah, just do it. But guys, thank you all for watching. That's what we got today. Incredible work here from DeWalt. JD Conan made a hell of a run at it. But at the end of the day, Protoss, pretty good. We're going to find someone to show some love to, guys. Let's see. We are a little bit early for BSL. So let's find a BSL waiting room. I appreciate you all. It's a weird day. You know what? Let's send you over to Jiraiya. We'll send you over. It'll be a good time. Thank you all for watching. Remember, guys, January 4th is the next round of 4. Make sure you're here for it. That's when IPSL is going to be so much more fun. Well, I mean, not that it hasn't been fun. Like, even the monthlies are fun, guys. But you know what I mean. It gets better the closer we get to the finals. So until then, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas.